How are you doing? This is Love Online and Bishop Dr. Carla Dunbar. It's good to have you today. By the way, let me just say at the onset, today we are only on YouTube and Facebook, right? We're not on IG today. We're having that technical glitch. So we're only on YouTube and Facebook today, but it's good to have you. So as soon as you jump on, just like, share, subscribe, touch that notification button right there, right? And let somebody know that Dr. Dunbar is on. Love Online has started. We have a very interesting topic for you today. So I want you to join on, right? Give me a few minutes, wet my throat with some nice lifespan water. They have to pay me for this advertisement. Right, so I'm giving you 2 minutes, 2 seconds to like, share, subscribe. Tell the people over on Instagram to jump over. Well, I think my staff should be doing that. Telling the Instagram persons to jump over on YouTube and Facebook so that we can have that nice, wonderful, interactive time. Remember also, I told you last week that if you have questions that you want me to respond to, you can always put them in the chat and we will pay attention to them. They may be just a topic, right, that we'll be able to discuss in another one of our Love Online feature. And just let us know how Love Online, how it's impacting you or your relationship. You know, if it's helping, we'd like those feedback too. That would definitely help us, right? So, right, remember, again, like, share, subscribe. It is Love Online, Bishop Dr. Carla Dunbar. Yeah. All right, so today we're talking about something that I consider to be very important. So I'm closer to 60 than 50, right? And probably because of some health issues, sometimes I'm starting to look it. But I've often been complimented about, you know, how I look, how I carry myself, that kind of a thing. Hi, Dana, how you doing? Good afternoon to you, right? How is it that? And share, yeah, I carry myself, but I think all of this, you know, all of this, right? I have to say, yeah, like and share, please. And we are only on Instagram and we're only on YouTube and Facebook today, not Instagram, right? Our tech backup is not able to be with us today. I think she's not feeling well. So, yeah, and we can't manage everything. Good afternoon, Susan. Please like, share, subscribe, touch the notification bell. Moving right along and tell some people to jump on quick and fast because you know it's only a few minutes I do this, right? Good. So today I'm talking about recreation in marriage. Recreation in marriage. You know, like the people talk about PE at school? Yeah. So we're talking about recreation in marriage. Unless you think it is not biblical, it is. And I will certainly repeat myself at the end of the live today. But it is biblical. In Ecclesiastes 9 verse 9, Solomon himself says, enjoy life with your wife. Of course, he was talking to the men, and none of the men have joined us yet. I'm looking forward to seeing them joining us soon and very soon, right? But him said, enjoy life with your wife. That speaks to having fun and having recreation, right? So what does that boil down to? Is it dandy shandy that we're supposed to be doing? What is it that we do as a means of recreation? So let me just qualify that by saying recreation for you is anything that you both enjoy, anything that will add life into your marriage, anything that will refresh you and re-energize you and renew you and revitalize your marriage, right? And the health of your marriage, because that has to happen. So the value, there's value in it, because when you enjoy yourself, you feel better. When you feel better, you put more in. When you put more in, it affects your spouse positively. When it affects your spouse positively, your marriage gets healthier. So recreation is important in marriage and families, which is why here at LTMI, we have times when we have just downtime and fun time. We have week of activities. We have it online for our online members. We have fun activities because recreation is good. I Suzette, how you doing? Right? So it is very, 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 very good to have recreation. There's value in it. Why? Because the health of your marriage is dependent on the health of the spouses. Yeah. So if both spouses are looking to be healthy, keeping your marriage healthy, then your marriage is going to be healthy. Right? It can't just be about money. No, yeah, I know I'll hear that now to say that, okay, but you need money to enjoy yourself. No, you don't. You don't always, right, need money. You can do things in your own space, in your home. You throw out the baby with the bathwater and you think that you can only have fun if you go out on a date. No, a date is part of recreation. I know that. But do you think you can only have fun if you go outside of the parameters of your home? No. So what about date night, with your spouses? By the way, let me just have one of my staff just run in with two of them nice games I have up there. So, right, let me show you. You can do anything. You can play Scrabble. You can play card game. Remember Strictly? You can do any board game. Give me something else. I have another one. All right. So this is a last couple standing. So this one is a game for couples, right? It's something that you can do. It's recreation. It's fun, right? So this is just one game. We have games there. Then there's also the on game. Then there's also like 365 naughty nights. There's like so many things you can do. And apart from anything that has a sexual connotation, like I say, you can play Scrabble. You can play a card. You can play domino. You can play Ludi. Now and again we do, well, this one, them I carry them in. This one is sexual role play. So these have some of these have sexual connotation, but not all games. Right? So you can do things at home. Recreation. You can go for a drive. Yeah. Wherever in Jamaica you are, even in Kingston, you can go for a drive. You can go for a lookout. You can just go for a drive. It's recreation. It's something that relaxes you. You can just go sit down and drink a cup of coffee. Just something that relaxes you. Anything that relaxes you, anything that revitalizes you and rejuvenates you is recreation in your marriage. And it is important to the sustenance of your marriage and your relationship. And it's not only females like a date, I mean, we like to be taken out, not true? Yes, right? We like to be taken out. So yeah, we like date nights. But I believe that husbands, and I'm waiting for some men to tell me, I believe that men like recreation too. And that's why they party. A party recreation now. So if it's party, the two of you do, then do party then. Right? Because it is whatever you do to sustain your marriage. Marriage cannot be self-sustained, You have to sustain it. The only thing in this life that is self-sustained is the self-existent God. Everything you have to do, you have to proactively incorporate recreation and fun time. You have to proactively do it. You have to incorporate it. Yeah, because marriage, like everything else in life, needs maintenance. And so your recreation is a part of your maintenance. Right? Because them say that one go say, them say happy wife, happy life. Me think happy husband, happy life too. Right? So you need to do things that will, give you that vibe, that energy, right? That will take away the downness and the cares of life and help to alleviate the stress that you're feeling and all of those things, right? Again, the health of your marriage is your responsibility. So you have to do what you need to do to ensure that happens. So date night is fine as a way of recreation. Go out date night. So you have go outing, like the children in a basic school. You have go out in date night where you go out, but you have to plan for that because that take money. Right? Of some form, if it's even one ice cream, you're not going to buy and share the ice cream. Like I said some time ago. Right? If it's even one ice cream, you go and buy and it's why you lick it together to create the friction. It's still a money. So you still have to plan for that. So go out in date nights takes money. Right? But what about the date nights at home? My husband has told me that one of the most memorable anniversaries we have had is what we had at home. Because you know, we don't know, so we don't have the money. So I went all out to ensure that it was a night to be remembered. And it did what it was intended to do. Right? So you can have the go-outing date nights which you plan and budget for, because it has to budget. So you have to put recreation on your budget. Right? So when you're doing everything at the end of the month or the bi-weekly when you get your salary and you put in the light bill and the water rate and the phone bill and the grocery bill and the rent or the mortgage and the gas for the car, you put recreation too. It must come up there. It must come up there. It must be on your budget because you must have downtime. If there are times when money short, then choose a free downtime. Go down to Emancipation Park if you live in Kingston. It's free. They don't charge you to go in there. Right? So go down to Emancipation Park and sit down and enjoy yourself. Watch the people might exercise them nice body. If that works for you. You understand? Or depending on where in Jamaica you are, where in the world you are. Find a free park because free parks are everywhere. You understand? Free parks, they're everywhere. So find one, man. You understand? So that you can, walk on shells. Yeah, share and tell people them to jump over and stuff like that. Right. So I'm talking about recreation in marriage today because it's so important because all work and no play make Jack a dull boy and Jill a dull girl. So you have to proactively incorporate what you need to do. We're now live on IG. Great. Wonderful. Hello, guys over on IG. Good to have you with us. Right. So you have to do what you need to do to ensure that your marriage is kept going. You can't just work every day. Husbands, if you are listening to me, plan a little take out your wife something, man. If it's even if you drive, go somewhere. Yeah, man, do something. Jamaica is such a wonderful place for those of you who live in Jamaica. There are so many places, sites and places to see. We never enjoy Jamaica like the people who fly in from overseas enjoy Jamaica. But we should, because there are so many exotic places on the island. I mean, no, they might try to monetize all of the places now, so you really can't even find a place to go. But there are still spaces that you can go because as bad as the government are, when them come into power, whichever one of them, them still make sure so we have some free spaces in every parish, right? Have a free space. Most communities have a free space, right? And about that, if you know your business, them don't need to know say date night is just a tour going out, holding and walking in the park, right? And laughing. Last week in the gym, I proposed 5 things that marriage needs, apart from the pillars and the 3 C's and the 3 A's. I spoke about 5 L's that marriage needs. And one of them was laughter. Marriage needs laughter. It needs fun. It needs things that you can have fun about and have fun doing and have fun with, right? Because that is what is going to give your marriage longevity. Because you have heard it said, that when you smile, how much muscles in your face it helps and relaxes and stuff for like that. So when you do that, you're preserving self and then preserving marriage, right? You're preserving your health and you're preserving the health of your marriage. Now, true, yeah, son, if you're supposed to go places, man, and do things and go out, right? And enjoy yourself. Suppose it's movie night. Watch a movie at home. I mean, it's so easy to do that now. Would I have phone and most people have them put on 28-day service, thank God to flow. Right? On the phone, you must can watch a movie. Don't worry about say to burn off all of your service off your phone. It too mean. You can't be so mean to yourself. Yeah. Do something that is going to make for, laughter and all of them. Something there. Yeah. Sure said the nurses at the hospital always wonder what she and her husband is laughing about. You're always laughing. Her husband has been hospitalized now over 4 going 5 weeks now. And sure did it every day. And them laughing. Yeah, don't make it up on the hospital bed, you can't laugh. Not true? Yeah, man. Find something to laugh about. It's important. Good day, Latoya. It is very important. You understand? So, yeah, man, you have to proactively do it. I'm doing well. You have to do it. You understand? You have to do it. Myself and my husband, we laugh after ourselves all the time. How you think we remain look good? Yeah. But I have to always look good and look the way they do. You understand? So, yes. And we have to do that for us. first before we do it for anybody else on the outside, We have to look good for ourselves and look deliverable for ourselves. So we create the momentum, we create the kind of life we want. So we do the recreation because that is important. My husband relaxes by watching America's Got Talent or Britain Got Talent. Granted, I think it's repetitive, but we have fun watching it. You understand? And we'll make comments about what is happening and stuff like that. It's a downtime when I worry about the light bill, the mortgage, the not at all at that time. We are just having just fun. It's so important. You understand? So you have to do it. Not a boring car around here. No boring cannot be around here. We have to be proactive about creating the fun times in your marriage. And it's not like one time when back in the day when you never had so much to do. There's just so many things you can do now. Right? So include recreation in your relationship. Ensure that it is on your budget. Ensure that it is on your weekly list of things to do. Right? With or without the money. Find something. I was talking just now to a couple about creating habits. Couples have to create habits. Because right now I'm looking at when I retire, when I'm no longer doing this as a profession, counseling with person. You understand? When I'm no longer doing this, when Mr. Dunbar, who's about to retire in another month or so, or whatever the time is, when we're about to do something like this, if it is that we don't create no habits now of watching America's Got Talent together, playing card now and again, doing little things, little gardening, that's another thing that we are doing too. He likes flowers, so wherever the agri shows are, we try to go there, so we're off to iPro Agri Show this Saturday morning, right? So whatever it is, we go. Yeah, you can go Mystic Mountain, but you have to have money to do that, Latoya. You understand? Mystic Mountain and Dolphin Cove and those things. Yeah, enjoy the good things that are here in Jamaica if you have the money to do it. And if you don't have the money to do it, do other things. Yeah, sure would have said date night for her is sometimes just me making something nice for dinner. I would tell the kids that it's date night and send them at them bed, give them like a DPH. That works. Ooh, mighty God. Yes, you understand? Yeah. You look at DPH, send them to them bed. By the way, you know that children are what we made them. We're going to discuss children in another Love Online, but they are what we made them. If you don't train them now to know that mommy and daddy has to spend time together, they won't know. When my daughter and my son go up on date and them leave my granddaughter for me keep, and she want to call them on date night, I said no, you don't call them. And I explained to her why, because these children are very intelligent. And I said no. I explained, I said, you want the family to stay together forever? Say yes. I said, well, that means that mommy and daddy has to spend some time together away from you. It's not that they don't love you. It's just that they need some time to preserve their own love. When you explain these things to these brilliant children, they get it. You understand? So cheap to you might not be cheap to somebody else at a time. Please be yourself. Right? But it's good. But if you budget for it, and budgeting is good. We're going to talk about finances one next time, or we have talked about it before, but sometimes I come back with a topic and just put different spins on it, because yes, these are all the things that we enjoy and embody in our relationship. So yeah, that is basically what I wanted to talk to us about today. Embodying recreation in your marriage. Proactively doing it. Nothing ever just happens. You can't wait on it to happen. You can't wait on your spouse to come and say it's date night. You have to do it. Both of you have a responsibility. Is there a rule that says one person must plan dates? You tell me. Tell me if that's a rule. Where is one person alone must plan the date? Because ladies, sometimes we are the only ones sitting there and talking about, oh, but if not care, I'm not going away. You can't initiate something. Granted, me know some men not them not think about it a lot all the time. You understand? It has to take some really collective, intentional thinking for them to think about that. Because men are more thinking about earning, and upping them earning power and all of that. Right? So they might not pay attention to that. But you can introduce it and you can initiate it. I have been doing it for almost the entire life of my marriage. You understand? Sometimes I want to be cheeky. And I'll say to my husband, baby, I'm still a girl. lest he continues to think that I'm super wife and super mom and super grandma and super bishop, I will just say to him, babes, I'm still a girly here. And he gets the message because I've said it to him before. So when he hears me say, I'm still a girl, it means that he knows that I need to be taken out somewhere. Yes, I need to be dated. Yes, and feted. Good? So I do that, right? Where you say you ask and talk till you're tired, don't get tired if you want to do it, girl. If I want to go out, I never get tired of asking. I'm going to be a scratcher card. You understand? Because if they don't get it and I know what I want and I am going to do it. You understand? Don't wait on persons to make you happy, man. Do what you need to do it. But you have to do it to sustain your relationship. You understand? And if it makes you happy to do it, then continue to do it. It's probably your strength. Probably your husband or your wife don't have that strength. And you have that strength of remembering, say you must go on a date. Then you use up your strength of remembering because the other person don't remember. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So yes, be a willing pupil, Angela. Learn the thing then, because listen, too many couples look like bulldog baptized in lemon juice. I don't know why. Them face always look like a pit bull. Huh? Because they're having no fun. Look like a poodle, no man, for once. Poodles look happy. Yeah, man, look like a poodle. Stop look like bulldog baptized in lemon juice. You can't have no fun in your marriage just because you're married. No. Do something about it. Put recreation in your relationship. Don't wait on the other. The acapellas did sing this song one time that says, anybody could do what anybody should do, but nobody did what anybody could. Because anybody can. Anybody can initiate it. You understand? I know we might feel a little way if you initiate something and your spouse is not as enthusiastic about it as you are. But that doesn't mean to say if it's straight up because they're not enthusiastic. All you have to do is go and come again. Yeah, go and come again. And one time you teach somebody something and them get it. Go and come again. Change your tactics. Tricks in trade and matches box in business. Right? But if you need to have it maintained, look here. I plan vacation every year. I plan it. Ask any one of my children. Ask my husband. He will not be ashamed to tell you. I plan vacation every year, and we are going over 40 odd years in a relationship. Right? 29 years of married, but 40 odd years in a relationship. Every year, I plan a vacation. Because it's important to me. So I plan it. I tell my husband, all right, when we are going off, all I ask him to do is I give him the dates and he submit his vacation day to his workplace. But I plan it. I plan where we go. And how long we stay. You understand? I do it. I never get tired. I never look forward for recreation so much yet in my life. I plan it and I look forward to it. I couldn't care less if it's in planet. Because I want it. So because I want it and I'm going to sit down and wait for him who might never plan it. Come on, ladies. You have to stop being miserable about some things. Come on. Yeah? And get proactive about doing it. You understand? Every couple have, a couple weeks ago, in not the last gym, the gym before that, when we had Reverend Philip Johnson, he was doing the S&W, the strengths and weaknesses of couples. Every couple, every spouse have a strength or a weakness, you know. So when you find out what yours is, you apply it to your relationship and you allow it to recalibrate your relationship, allow it to revitalize your relationship. Don't wait down if you have a strength. Build it up with the strength. So recreation in marriage is important. There's value in it, and the value is so that you have a healthy relationship. You yourself will last longer if you have more recreational times in relationship. Remember that recreation does not have to be expensive. It's not always about how much money you have to spend. That's not everything in life. You understand? So you can do it at home. You can incorporate the board games, you know, the normal ones that you have, the Ludies and the Scrabble and the Bingo and the card games. You can incorporate those. Or you can come up here to CDMI and buy one of these. Last couple standing. Then run carry them, come give me, you know, sexual role play. Or this one is what? The unsung, couples edition unsung game. There are different games. right? We carry them here because I promote these kind of things. I promote fun. I'm supposed to enjoy my marriage, not endure it. Your marriage needs to thrive, not just survive. You're surviving because you're doing the bare minimal. You're just working to pay the bills, keeping yourselves afloat. You can't even have time for sex. Sex is a recreation too. But because I want to talk about non-sexual recreation, I didn't include sex as a recreation, but it really is a recreation as well. Right? So, what I'm saying, marriage must have recreation in it. Must. It will not have it if you don't intentionally and proactively ensure that it is incorporated. Put it on your to-do list, put it on your budget, yes, and plan for it, right? Whether it's annual vacations that you take, or you take a monthly day somewhere, or you go on a weekly date night. You don't have to go out on a weekly date night, like out every time. You can do a date night at home, and especially if you have children, that might not be so conducive, right? But plan around the kids too. Don't allow the kids to consume you so that you can't find recreational time. And you have couples recreational time, and you have family recreational time. So incorporate that in your marriage, please, and ensure that your marriage is healthy and lasting long. It is one way to have longevity in your marriage. Or Jenga. Yes, Lady Margaret said Jenga. Yeah, Jenga can play it. I mean, I really get the Jenga just yet, but I'm playing other things. Right? Strip me still work, Lady Margaret. Right? So it's good. Right? So let us ensure that we have recreation in our marriages to last longer. Let me just say thank you to all the supporters who supported our family prayer breakfast, 8th stage of the prayer breakfast this year. It was awesome. I'd like to now on this platform just thank all the intercessors who came and interceded on behalf of the different entities of the marriage, and thank all the participants and the patrons and the sponsors too for doing that. And we are now looking forward to the 28th of May, when we're going to be doing a Loveathon, and Loveathon is a telethon. So all of you nice, good people on the platform, please, on the 28th of May, log on to the Carla Dunbar Ministries page, call our numbers here in the office, and pledge. We are building a home for a mother and her 2 children. And we're doing the Loveathon because if you love, you give. So I want you to call in and tell your friend to call in from wherever. Call in the English pound, the US dollars, the Cayman monies. Call in all the people to call in and make your pledges, write your checks, transfer into our bank account, Zelle, PayPal, whatever, so that we can raise the $2 million that we aim to raise on the 28th of May. Remember, it's a summit. It starts 7 a.m. in the morning, and we have very prolific speakers lined up all day from 7 a.m. till midnight. And then you can come on location at 3 p.m. if you are close by and enjoy Jenny and Colleen Diedrichs on location, and whichever gospel artist. I think Kevin Eat is coming on location. Ryan Davis might be coming on location. You know, we have Kevin Downswell going to be on the platform as well. We have speakers like Crystal Tomlinson, Dr. Griffiths. We have different medical doctors, different speakers on different issues right throughout the day. Women's health, women empowerment, men empowerment, right throughout the day. So we are giving you back something while you're giving to us. We are giving you education. We are giving you entertainment. On May 28th, mark it in your calendar, set your notifications so you can be notified when it come on, and join us for Loveathon as we aim to raise $2 million to ensure that that happens. Let me just also say, Mother's Day is coming up. All of the nice mothers, wave your hands. Yes, and so here at CDMI, we are hosting our annual usual treat for our mothers, and this year it is our sweet coffee Mother's Day brunch and serenade, right? Sweet coffee Mother's Day brunch and serenade. Our speaker will be Reverend Leighton Smith, the comedian. Of course, you know all that sermon they're going to go already, right? And then we have a wonderful serenaders for you, trombonists and vocalists, right? And it's going to be a wonderful morning where you come and you enjoy yourself as usual on the beautiful lawns here at Temple Palm Garden. And from now, I can start telling you that Father's Day, Sounds from the Garden, the Father's Day edition is coming up on June 17th in the evening, right? So start plan to take out the man them from now on up here. So you're going to carry them because you know this is going to be the least expensive place, but the most fun place to be with them, right? So those things are coming up. Persons who want to go to Sweet Escape, we have identified the place. We are going to Sweet Escape on the 27th of October to the 30th, 3 nights, 4 days. It's our 10th anniversary of Sweet Escape. Singles, couples, families, jump on board. Call the office 782-7646. That's 876-782-7646. Or send us a message via our Instagram page or messenger, and we will respond to you. Until next time, have some fun in your marriage. Lay it on, spread it on, do what you need to do to ensure that you laugh a little even as you love much. God bless you, and I'll see you next time on Love and Life.